Hello, my name is Andrew. Today what I be speaking about is prison. This thing is very important because if y'all got family members or friends, lovers, and children who are basically in prisons, I want to deliver this message to y'all. It's very important that y'all hear this. Now, when people go to prisons, there's going to be all kinds of individuals in there. There's going to be some who's blessed. There's going to be some who's cursed. There's going to be some who are Satanists. So it's going to be a mixture of many different kinds of different individuals. And what I want to say is that it's very important. It's very important that cellmates keep their cells clean, because when they don't keep it clean, they are allowing different kinds of demonic spirits to go inside their cell. And what that will actually do is cause problems for them by getting them into many different kind of situations that they thought they never had got themselves into. And this also one of the leading causes behind homosexuality in prisons, because people not keeping themselves clean, and they basically luring in demonic spirits that are actually possessing people and bringing in Satanists also to their cells because it's not clean. This is why cellmates got to keep their cells clean, and they're supposed to make up their bed and keep it clean and stuff. They're supposed to make sure that their sheets and blankets are clean every month, because what that would happen, because what that would do is actually draw in a lot of possessed individuals to their cell. And remind y'all, there's many different kinds of individuals in prisons. There's the curse. There's the Satanist. And there also is the blessed. Yes, I said it. Blessed people are placed into prisons as well. They did it to Christ. They actually placed Christ into prisons. They actually placed John the Baptist and his disciples into prisons because they was doing the Heavenly Father will on earth. And these demonic entities didn't like it. So they put blessed people into prisons so they can actually stop the effects of the Heavenly Father taking place. They only delayed it. And what is actually going on, and evidence shows it, why some people live a peaceful life while they are living in jails because they blessed. And they're not getting into fist fights or none of that. And they are not indebted to no one in prison because they blessed. Now for the curse, you got your gangbangers in prisons, and you got your sodomites, and you also got your sexually predators. Those people are cursed. They are doing all kind of different abominable things in prisons and making their time longer in prisons. So they basically trapped because they keep on getting involved in different criminal activities. And not only that, A criminal activity, if you really break it down, what is a criminal? A person who breaks the laws of the Heavenly Father. So when people say criminal activities, it means a transgressor. It means a transgressor of the heavenly law. And they probably got sent to jail because they was eating swine. So Satanists, demonic spirits allowed them to get set up, put them in a difficult situation, or they wasn't rob and hoarder, or they were sleeping with a prostitute, or they was doing all kind of abominable things, would actually place a curse on them and landed them in prison. And basically, what they're basically saying, a criminal is a person who is a transgressor of the Heavenly Father law. Breaking one of his commandments purposely, deliberately, makes that person a criminal in the eyes of the Heavenly Father. Therefore, they are placed into prisons as a form of a punishment. A punishment is a curse placed on them by the Most High. And sometimes it's not a curse. It's actually Satanists persecuting them, because they are doing the right thing, and they also keeping the commandments. But these Satanists don't fear the Heavenly Father. What that means is that they dishonor the Heavenly Father and they disrespect it. And they say, and they do all kind of things filled of blasphemy. Do all kind of things filled of blasphemy. Calling yourself Christ, that's straight up blasphemy. And people straight up disrespecting the Heavenly Father when they calling themselves Christ. People straight up disrespecting the Heavenly Father but when they're using foul language towards him, or when they swear on his name, and they're breaking their oaths. That's how people commit blasphemy. And for people who are in prisons, I want to tell y'all this, y'all, because I know some of y'all got YouTube and y'all got the internet and computers and stuff, and in prisons. And some of y'all may be watching me from home and stuff, and y'all got family members in jails and stuff, and wonder why your family members ain't coming home soon enough, or why they wasn't released early. That is because your family members are spending time with the wrong individuals, or they are actually worshiping a goddamn devil. Now, many of these individuals who are in prisons, that's under the religion of Islam, they already under a curse. Because they worshiping a demon. In Islam, it was created in the 13th century, or it was created in the 12th century or 11th century, and they worshiping a demon. And many Muslims, they walk around a huge black stone and bow down to it and worship it, and that's called idolatry. They worshiping a soul. It's not even a god. It's not even a person. They are worshiping a soul. So many of these Muslims, that are in prisons, they are actually cursing by converting individuals into the Nation of Islam. They actually putting curses on people. Sure, they keep some of the heavenly laws, such as not eating swine or not sleeping with prostitutes and stuff like that. But still, they are still calling on a name of a devil. And every time they call on the name of a devil, more curses are placed on them. So many people want to stay away from Muslims in prisons. They want to be friends with Christians, or they want to be friends with Hebrew Israelites and try to keep all these heavenly commandments so they could be released from out of prisons early. And they don't have to get into no fist fights and stuff. And they don't, and plus they don't have to be indebted to no one in prisons. And you want to stay away from that false image of Christ. I'm talking about that Caucasian picture of Christ with the blonde hair or black hair and pale white skin and blue eyes. You want to stay away from that demonic image. That's nothing but Caesar Borgia and different other Caucasian individuals who y'all worshiping that is known as Edomites. You want to stay away from those images and take those images off your walls if y'all in prisons. Because what that is doing, it have demonic entities attached to those pictures. And these demonic entities are coming from out that picture into those prisoner cells and placing curses on them and making their life difficult. And what that means every time when a person takes a picture of another individual or make a picture of a person, a painting, they capture that person aura. And whatever spirits that are in those people, spirits and souls, it actually acts as a portal. It basically acts as a demonic dimension or portal, a gateway to another place within the astral plane, cursing them even more. And this is why child molestation is so high in the Catholic Church. They got the picture of Caesar Borgia. And plus he was a well-known Satanist. And whatever spirits that was in Caesar Borgia is getting inside those priests, including those other people, and causing them to have inappropriate relationships with children, or causing them to rape them. And that's one of the problems in Christianity is because it have a false pictures of Christ. And no one don't know how Christ looked personally. He existed 2,000 years ago. Even if a person painted a picture of the African version of Christ, it's still not Christ. And you don't know how, and they don't know that person's spirit. That person could be possessed with so many different kind of demonic spirits. And this is what the Hebrew Israelites are doing. They are making images of the false Christ. Sure, they have many things similar, but that's not how he looked. No one don't know how Christ looked. He existed 2,000 years ago and went back up to heaven. And we don't know where he at. We don't know where Christ is at. But we do know that he was dark brown and he had white hair, and his eyes was red. It was as a flame of fire, and his teeth was white as milk. And he had woolly hair. He had nappy hair. But we don't know how he looked, because look how so many different people in one nation look. They look different. All Negroes don't look the same. You got many different kind of Negroes who look different that are males. Some are tall, some are short, some heads. But some of their faces look different. A lot of their faces look different. So I'm telling y'all, as a warning, if y'all got family members in prisons, or if y'all in prisons watching this YouTube video, whatever, don't join the Nation of Islam. Don't join no other religion. Y'all should join Christianity, or y'all should join that culture of the Hebrew Israelites and get yourself right. And please don't put no images of no naked females in your jail cell, because those women's got all kind of demonic spirits attached to their auras. And those spirits is coming straight through those pictures from the astral plane into those prisoner cells, cursing them, causing them to be homosexuals and stuff by possessing them and stuff, and making their life difficult. Because why would they want to put a picture of a harlot or a prostitute up? Those women are cursed already. They curse. They are free, willingly partaking of prostitution. They are cursed already. And they got all different kind of demonic spirits up in them. And this is one of the leading causes why men's is placed on child support, man. They getting cursed women's pregnant, man. And these cursed women's putting them on child support because they trifling. They devils, man. Those females are devils. And men's is getting devils pregnant, man. And a devil is nothing but a unclean spirit, or it's nothing but a wicked spirit. And people who using the reptilian part of the brain, they are devils. They are known as spiritual devils. And why would a man want to get a devil pregnant for? Knowing that she's a wicked woman. She gonna put that man on child support and make his life difficult. When she moving on with the next man and he's trying to move on, she gonna prevent that. She gonna prevent that man from moving on and finding a lover of his own, while she have a lover of herself. And place him on child support and do all kind of trifling things. These women are devils. Masters of women out here are devils. And masters of those prisoners and jails are devils. They curse already. All right, this is a warning. Let it get my friends.